will be going live in a moment. Oh, we are live. Hi. It's the Saturday service with Rabbi Brian. Glare is optional. Very, very exciting today. I am joined by a group of people. There. No, that's not them. There's the group of people. Hello, group of people. Glad that you're all here. If you are new around these parts, super extra bonus welcome. This is a religious support group, something like that. There are people here who have all the different beliefs about religion. I did just do a seminar talking about how... I don't have that note. Here's something that happens most Saturdays is at the beginning of the service I lose my notes. Sometimes it's later in the service I lose track of my notes. We are ahead of schedule. Come on, Brian. I like to model what it looks like to be human and forgive oneself. I have a new idea. I talked with a guy who is a professional golfer. Who knew? He's a professional golfer, and he said the following sentence. He said, "You've got to bake in that you'll make some bad shots. You've got to bake in that you'll make some bad shots." It led me to this idea. If you have an index card or piece of paper nearby, please take that out, a pen, and I'd like you to do this. I'd like you to make 3 check boxes. And on the 3 check boxes, it's called guilt-free mistakes. And I'm going to put today's date on top of it. What's today? 17/20/26. And this means that all day long, in case I make a mistake, I get 3 guilt-free.
Now, who decides that?
Me. Everyone is in charge of their own scoreboard. But I thought, what would it be like if we all baked in that we make some bad shots? Maybe I'd go through the day a little lighter because I had at least 3 guilt-free mistakes. And then Meg, I thought of a corollary for this. Let me find Meg on the screen. There's Meg. Hi, Meg. Not only could I use these 3 boxes for when I make a mistake during the day. You want to finish that one out, Meg?
Well, I have a hunch you're talking about my kindness thing.
Something like that. Could you help us?
Yeah. Sure. Rabbi wants to know how many, if we've been kind to the last 5 people. And I tell him on a regular basis, do not ask that 6th person.
Joke captions.
So for those of you who are new around here, I had a phrase that says, with regard to the question, do you believe in God, I do not care about your answer. But to the answer that the last 5 people you interacted with would say when they were asked, how kind were you? I care very much about that answer. So guilt-free mistakes. Everyone has 3. Let me just check.
Yep.
Yes.
I can see it. Everyone give me a thumbs up. You have 3 check boxes to use today. In case you make a mistake. Let's see how it goes. Say it again, Dan. I think that was Dan.
I said it's hard to imagine that would happen.
That you would make a mistake at all?
Oh, any of us.
It's hard to imagine that any of us is perfect and never makes mistakes.
And
that's even harder.
And yet, how many of us hold ourselves to an impossible standard? At least I got 2 people admitting to it. Right?
And how many of us avoid doing anything for fear of making a mistake?
Right?
Great.
So keep your little
Making mistakes is how I learn.
right. Keep your little guilt-free mistake card with you today. I'm going to tell you a story. Where are the 3 index cards? Oh my God! Here it is.
See, I used to say mistakes were a sin.
We're
See, and then you
thin.
have to really, yeah, sin. But now I changed it to mistakes. And all you have to do
Sin.
is-
S-I-N.
Yes, I used to say it was a sin.
Right.
Now I don't do that. I say I don't sin anymore.
Right. Maybe it's an oopsie poopsie.
Yeah, it's a mistake.
Just a mistake.
And all you have to do with mistakes is correct it.
All you have to do with mistakes is correct them. Well, that sounds simple enough. Go ahead, Alma.
That a mistake is a learning experience.
A mistake can be a learning experience.
Yeah, sure.
So let me zoom in on this. These are not in their proper order, but I think there is a proper or correct or standard way of spelling a word. Now, if you're catching me, I spelt word this way. And for that matter, that is not the proper there. So I'm standing in my kitchen the other day, and I have an extra brown paper bag that needs to get folded up and put into the little drawer where we hold our paper bags. And I hear myself say to myself, "You're doing it wrong." I don't know where I got an idea that there's a correct or standard or proper way of folding a paper bag into a bin, but somehow I had violated it within my own morality, within my own life. And I need to, let me try number 2. I think there's a best way of folding a paper bag back into its flattened state. I know that because this morning I yelled at myself for doing it wrong. Oh, I just said that. Oh, and then I zinged myself also with this phrase, "You are better than that." Anyone ever tell themselves that awful phrase? We can strive to be better. Okay, so then here's where I want to go with this. If there's not so much right or wrong, if I don't believe that there's a proper way or an improper way to fold a brown paper bag, then I'll be less guilty or less wrong. And then there's a quote by Rumi that we had last week. "There's a field beyond notions of right or wrong. Come meet me there." And the quote actually goes longer than that. So let me give you the full quote. "Out beyond ideas of right doing and wrongdoing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about ideas, language, or even the phrase each other. Doesn't make any sense." Out beyond ideas of right doing and wrongdoing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. Let's start with that part. Out beyond the ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. Yeah, what does that mean to you, Rita? Can you give us some words?
Meeting us with hearing each other or laughing together or not spending time judging anything.
Yeah, right. The less we judge, the more blank. Can you fill that sentence in? The less we judge, and I'm not talking about the things at the highest level of our sense of morality. Those things, there is a right or wrong. There's love and hate. There's a right and a wrong for those things. But I'm talking about the smaller things. Out beyond ideas of right doing and wrongdoing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. Folks, my dogs are doing wrongdoing.
He's gone to the field to meet them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh,
mind the grass.
The dogs are running the show today.
All right, yeah. Everybody here in Astoria has a dog, I swear to God.
Yes, amen.
And I,
It's
and
true.
I want to, and I want to steal every one of them.
I apologize, folks. Out beyond right doing and wrongdoing, there's a field. So do we agree with this premise that the less we judge, the more peaceful we would be?
yes.
Yes.
Amen. Yeah.
Anyone got any
la-
strategies on that one?
Rabbi Brian,
Yeah, Larissa.
I keep going back to the paper bag that didn't fit.
Correct.
I don't know. That's kind of keep going back and forth in that. Well, if you didn't fold it properly, it wouldn't fit, correct? And where you wanted it to go.
There's more than one way to fold it to make it fit. Right.
So if you want it to fit in that place, then you fold it properly. So I'm trying to get to a point here.
Go ahead.
So if you don't want to fold it properly, what do you do with it then? Just get rid of it, or
I think it. Well, I could have thrown it in the trash or thrown it in the recycling.
Right. There's something behind this. I don't know what yet.
Me neither.
Squash it so it fits.
You might have found a new way to fold it that was better.
Yeah, but not everything fits. You know, in life. Everything doesn't fit properly.
Correct.
Like you expect it to, right?
But there are the little folds that you can find in between the crumples if you try hard enough.
Right. So is that the way? Is that life? That's the way life is, right?
Well, that's what we're trying to get at. Are we? Hopefully, we're not just talking about brown paper bags.
No, that's not what I'm getting at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. So it sounds like life. You can't be perfect, and find the perfect way to do things all the time.
That's exactly it. That's exactly what this quote is trying to say. That beyond right and wrong, there's a field. Let's go there. Go ahead, Mary.
I think the thing is to try to lower your expectations.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I tend to be very perfectionistic, and the things that I think should be done a certain way probably are ridiculous to most people. And, I trying to pause and think, does this really matter? Will this matter in 5 minutes? Will this matter in 5 years? And to try to think along those lines rather than where my mind would defaultly go.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you. Yeah, let's take it easy. I think that's a good moral. Go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, you might find a better way of doing it.
Correct. Accidents can lead to brilliant discoveries.
Oh.
Yeah, Larisse.
I got it. Also, for me, that trying to make it perfect goes back to my childhood. Also, recognizing for me that where did I get this pattern from? I got it from my mother because she was perfect. Everything had to be perfect. Everything had to be so. If you didn't do it perfect, then then there's something wrong with you. So I had to work on that, knowing, is this from my mother? Is this from the past? Is this from, to work on it, why I have to be so anal about stuff.
Perfect. I think this is the idea is of us giving up the sense that, let me get to the quote again. Us giving up the sense that there is a right and wrong about so many of these things that we think there's a right or wrong about. Maybe there's not. Maybe we can take 10-20% off the top. not get as you said, Larice, not get as anal about things. Okay. Do we have any other thoughts about right and wrong and this idea of 3 guilt-free mistakes?
Yeah, it doesn't speak to the degree of rightness or wrongness. There are some things that are very wrong. And
yes,
we almost need a scale to grade them on.
So let me bring us back to something we haven't talked about all year. That was a joke. It's only January.
Could I say one thing, Brian, before you change the subject?
Yeah, Hugh, go right ahead.
Yeah, I just was thinking about the boxes, the guilt-free mistakes, and we've been talking about judgment and our own mistakes. Maybe we could have 3 more boxes that could be judgment-free mistakes that we perceive others make.
Correct. That was Meg was trying to get us to that. Not only could I use my 3 guilt-free mistakes for myself. Oh, so I was understanding that we could use the 3 guilt-free mistake check boxes for other people, but you're saying add a whole nother row.
Well, yeah, I think of guilt as something that's related to me, but it's judgment that when another person makes a mistake that I perceive to be a mistake or an error, then I can try to not judge them for that.
All right, so we're going to give 3 boxes for other people. I think we would wind up having a much better day if we, right off the bat, forgave 3 people for their trespasses. Before we started the recording,
prayer that includes that idea.
Would you like to? Do you have it?
No,
at heart?
I mean it's just. I assume we all know forgive us our trespasses.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. That's a funny word.
It is a funny word. Let me add in something that we talked about before we
imperfections.
Before we went live and we started this. There was a thought that we were playing with. I'm never going to find the card. Let me just reconstitute it. Hugh, you still there? There's Hugh.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, thank you, Hugh. We talked about this idea, Hugh. I'm going to keep you on the screen so that people have...
I'm going to bring one of these upstairs.
Okay. Hugh, is there something you can tell us that you do better than the average person? Hugh, say something so your face shows up on the screen.
Yeah.
So the idea is that are there some things that you happen to do very well? And the answer should be yes.
Well, yes, it's possible. There's a bias that is an effect on most people that has them believe that they're superior in ways that they're actually not. So right. I try to be aware of that and to try to keep all that in perspective with respect to me.
Yes, we should still be humble. And we should look out for biases that we think we're better than. Ron was telling us he happens to be an expert at coding in machine language. I happen to be very good at visualizing through space, of knowing how large of a bag do I need to hold whatever objects I'm looking at. I happen to be very good at it. And the thing that we were saying, Hugh, was that we should be able to more easily... Let me try it backwards. They're the things that I do very well. And if I know I do it better than the average person, it behooves me not to be frustrated when the average person doesn't do it as well as I do it. Whatever it is that I do better than the average person, and then I can bring it back to our guilt-free cards. I need to immediately forgive them for not being able to do this thing at the level that I can do it, because they simply can't do it at the level I can do it because I happen to be really good at it.
Right. Yes.
Anyone besides Larice agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
It's hard to do.
It is hard to do. This is all... Go ahead, Betsy.
Okay. I'm good at music and so on, and I have a very, I pride myself on a very good sense of rhythm. When I go to when I go to my water aerobic class, there is one teacher who has the music on, and when we're doing the moves, she calls out numbers in a very loud drill sergeant kind of voice. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it never bears any resemblance at all to what the music is doing, and that drives me batty until I just relax and forgive her and just do what my own body wants me to do, which sometimes doesn't bear any resemblance to either of those influences.
Thank you, Betsy. Thank you. Exactly that. It behooves us not to get frustrated by the thing that we know we do very well and other people don't do so well. Thank you, Betsy. Let me move us to last week I did a new thing, and I said in the prep for last week I put together this post-it note, and it says, "Do you happen to have any questions that you might want me to answer?" Well,
Not read them.
No, I know that.
That's
There you
why
go.
you're
Do you
at
have
it.
any questions you would like we would like my answer to? And I really thought in preparing last week that the questions would be, when you do your hats, are you using a double crochet or a single crochet? Or I thought the questions were going to be, and the questions that came were fantastic. There was a question about prayer, and I have an answer about prayer, which I didn't have last week. Questions about, there were just wonderful questions, and I thought I'd like to keep that section in. If there are questions, I can't promise that there's an answer, but I'm willing to take a chance at it. Are there any historical religion questions? I do have this extra master's degree and doctorate in divinity honorary that I might be able to help answer with. Puppy, you stay in your bed. Okay, I'm going to leave that to be, and we're going to...
Theological questions?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what I was asking. Is just like, is there a thing that's been nagging you and you've wanted to say, hey, I wonder what Rabbi Brian thinks about this, and let me see if I can put him on the spot in public as opposed to sending him an email?
Yes. Forgiveness
Who
versus
came up
atonement.
with God?
Oh, two questions. Let me start with Ron. Ron, I think instead of in the beginning God created, I think it could be changed to God thought us into existence. I don't really know what that means, but I liked that idea that came to me last week. Is what if God, we are all in God's mind? I think I might have to smoke something to really understand what I'm talking about there.
I
can help with that. But,
do you have to use God at all?
No, not at all. Please, thank you
It's all
for bringing
computer.
that.
It's all a computer simulation.
Some of the latest thinking in physics is that consciousness comes before reality.
Yeah. I've seen that. Okay, dogs, you are really chapping your ass.
He's testing your patience.
Yeah. He thinks you're a doctor.
Yes, they teach you a lot.
Gotcha.
These pets teach you a lot.
Good thing you came back in.
Rabbi?
Give up,
I think I know.
Rabbi, is he got a paper bag in his hand?
No. I think I know. I think I know what's happened. Is I have inadvertently trained the dogs that they get a treat when they come into my office.
Oh, they don't forget.
So they have figured out that they have to leave and come back, and then they can get a treat.
And where's ours?
I love that.
and then they go back out and come in again and want another
Anybody
one.
who would like a little bit of freeze-dried duck, please make your way over to my house. I have a large bag.
I'll fly right over.
Thank you.
I'll fly. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask a different question. I'm gonna move us along. A little scattered this week, but I'm a little scattered every week.
Yeah. No.
What's the?
I don't know you any. I don't know
I have
you
a
any
question
other way.
for you.
Yes, Patricia.
I have a question. If you had a time machine, would you rather go forward or backward?
I am in a time machine that goes forward, but only 1 second at a time. I don't have an answer to that. I think this might have been a fool's errand to ask, but let me bring us to our next thought. Themes. I had asked people to come up with themes, and Maria or Alex, post to the chat, please, the themes. And if you are in the chat, you'll see my dear friends who, if it says co-host next to them, think of them as an administrator and they're here to help. And I'm going to put up number 7. Some people have picked themes that they wanted to look at over the course of the next year. And I'm putting each person whose name is there, you are officially on the list. And if you would like to add your name to the list, in the chat is a link that will bring you to this Google Doc. And I'll fix the formatting if it doesn't work for you. But I do know, because I spoke with Meg. Meg, you had an idea about compassion, about using the 4-to-1, which I would love. I can, if you do, you feel comfortable enough to share that with the peoples?
Sure.
Okay, so let me explain what we're doing here. There's this list here of all these qualities and different. Oh boy, this goes there. This goes there. Different people have said that they're going to keep their eye on the following topics over the course of the year. It's a theme, it's not a resolution. I took upon for myself a sense of non-urgency, which is really good that I just said that so I can remember to calm down right now. If you'd like to add yourself to the list, add yourself to the list. And then to please, when you have a new thought about this concept, to please share it with us. And so, Meg, tell us, you had a new thought about compassion.
I actually got it from a Christian minister. There's somebody in my life, and at the moment he has to stay there, be in my life, that every time I think of him, I get angry and pissed and wish him into non-existence. It is not my husband, by the way.
I'm sorry.
And Rob, it's either.
Wasn't Rob either. Go ahead, Meg.
So, Michael, the pastor, suggested to me that when I think of him, that I think of 4 neutral or positive things about it. Now, I can't go to positive, but I have found that by thinking of 4 neutral things, the beard, glasses, wife, one child, if I think of those, it stops me from going to I can't stand this man in my head. So that it's sort of, and I want him out of my head. He's taking up too much space. It's my fault he's taking up space. But by doing that 4, I can get him back in his corner where he can stay. Does that make sense?
I love that idea, Meg. So, folks,
I like that, man.
Does anyone need a? Oh, I went one too many. Anyone need a clarification from on it, or give some kind of feedback? We tracking what Meg's talking about?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So let me give a homework assignment on this. Everyone, or maybe we'll just try it right now and we'll do it. Think of the person who annoys you. And the idea here is this ratio of 4-to-1 is that you have 4 neutral to positive comments for every 1 correction. So to do 4 neutral or positive for every 1 negative.
4.
And Meg's idea is, when you think of that person who really annoys you, you think, oh my gosh, they really annoy me. That's the 1. he has a beard. It's really ludicrous, but he wears glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Could that be?
He is tall.
No, he is actually short, Rabbi.
Okay. Sure.
And
Rabbi?
a fourth one,
He has a wife.
he has a wife. I'll get to that question in a second. Can everyone do that with the person that annoys them? Think of
No,
the person
no.
who annoys you. You don't have to do
No.
this.
No.
Go ahead,
Can
Larry.
I,
Yes.
I don't like looking at him. See, even if I look at him, he annoys me because that energy goes in my body.
Okay.
I just can't even look at him. What do you do with that?
Well, I think we
Yeah,
could
that's a
still
good
apply the same thing. Is when you've looked at him and you found him annoying, can you think of 4 things that are just facts about him?
No.
Yeah, just
Well, then you're
I'll
going to be
try.
annoyed, Larice.
Yeah, right.
Try it, Larice. It really surprised
Okay.
me that it worked.
Yeah. Okay, I'll try it.
you
Yeah.
can think maybe he has a green shirt on or something. I mean, that's sort of neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try something. Thank you.
I appreciate you telling us, Larice, and for being open to trying. Thank you for that. There was another voice, and I don't know whose voice that was, that came on a second ago. No? Okay. Anyone else? Diana?
I took my hand down.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
I just was adding something to the themes. That's all.
Oh, that was my next question was, who's got a theme report to do? Do you have a theme report, or you had something to add elsewhere?
I just added my theme of attention.
Attention. Your theme for 2026 is attention.
Yes. There's a lot of discussion about the attention economy right now, but more personally, I'm just trying to be more mindful about what I'm paying attention to.
Bless you, Ray.
Thank you.
It's hard not to pay attention to a really loud sneeze.
It was healthy.
It is a curious thing. We do have the ability to turn our attention from this person who annoys us. We can turn our attention to just the facts. He's wearing a green shirt. He has a hat. He has children. We can change what our attention is on. It takes work, and I don't think we ever can do it fully.
It
does take some work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
I will say, just an example.
Yeah.
I have a habit of settling in with my coffee first thing in the morning, and the first thing I do is pull up email and scan for what I can get rid of or interests me or whatever. And I've started choosing something either poetry or spiritual as the first thing to read. And it's really good, the way I feel about just entering the information day.
It's what you put your attention on. What we focus on changes everything.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Meg, for adding in to the theme. Is there anyone else who has a theme report? Something that they learned new about theme. I have a new thing that I learned about a theme. I'm going to share that with you, but I'd love to hear if anyone else has one. Let me give you. I got a definition. Yeah, go ahead, Maria.
Well, I just mine's a short report. I put my name beside self-care, and at the moment, what I'm doing for self-care is trying not to beat myself up for how I'm feeling, sort of thing. I'm dealing with some health issues, and to just respect that I'm going through these issues, sort of thing. So
yeah.
That's my start.
Thank you for sharing, Maria.
Acceptance is something I've been working on. Just
Thank you. Emily, do you want us to put you up on the theme list, or you're okay just doing acceptance on your own? Would one of my friendly helpers, who's on the theme list, add Emily to it? Forgiveness.
what happens when I'm on the list?
Acceptance is what
Acceptance.
She
I apologize. Acceptance.
Just makes it public among our group, Emily. Do you want that?
Sure, that's okay.
Thank you for checking, Dan. Thank you. So these are the themes. See if what you learn new from any of them. I got a new definition of love from M. Scott Peck, which I wanted to share with you. I'd never seen this definition before. Love, the will to extend oneself for the purpose of nurturing one's own or another's spiritual growth.
Ooh, that's a very.
Let's take it slowly, because there's a lot of words in there.
It can be.
Love might be the will to extend oneself for the purpose of nurturing. I'm going to just skip one's own for right now. Love, the will to extend oneself for the purpose of nurturing another's spiritual growth. That's what love is. Extending, for me to extend myself so that someone else can have some spiritual growth. Forgiveness fits in very well with that. Right? Yeah. If I extend forgiveness to someone for the purpose of nurturing their spiritual growth, that's love. And then if I add back in one's own, I think that speaks to what you were saying, Maria. To love myself is to extend myself for the purpose of nurturing my own spiritual growth.
I think the important word there is the will. You have to have the will to do it.
You have to have the will to do it, yeah.
The desire to do it. And the intention to do it.
That you can't give a gift without heart to it. The heartness has to be part of it, or it's not love. Thank you, thank you, Alma. The will. And hey, folks, if you're new around these parts and you're noticing that other people are talking, and you're like, "Hey, I'd like to add my voice in too," they have no magic powers except they know how to unmute themselves. So your voice is welcome in this conversation as well. Ron, go ahead.
There's a bunch of different Greek words for love, and that strikes me that is the definition of agape.
To extend oneself for the purpose of nurturing one's own or another's spiritual growth.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
I would add
and love thy neighbor as thyself.
I would add to that.
Go ahead, Ray.
And love your dog.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I would add that, and to expect nothing in return.
Yep.
Yeah.
No judgment.
I agree, Ray.
That's really tough. Very idealistic.
It is hard. But what else are we doing?
Well, it's the best way to learn mastery and servitude.
The best way to learn mastery is servitude.
That's good.
I'm going to have to think more on that one, Jack. Go ahead.
Recipient.
Hold on, Greg.
Wax on, wax off.
Go ahead, Greg.
I like it.
I have to be silent in that situation. No matter what I say is misinterpreted by this individual. And to get along with her, I simply stay quiet and I'll respond if she asks me a question. But I will not contribute to the conversation because of how she reacts. I feel bad about it. I wish I could have a better situation.
Yeah, I wish that for you as well, Greg. Agnes?
I'm glad you brought up the thing about annoyance, because I'm going to add that to my list. At first, it's patience is the biggest thing, but I'm going to try to be less annoyed, especially at the little things. I mean, what good does it do? It just makes you upset, and it doesn't solve anything, because I'm pretty good at grammar and sentences and putting words in the right, and not everybody is. And when I read something that somebody's written and said, and I think, oh, why did they put it that way?
Right.
Don't they know? But they might not know. And what does it matter how they say it? It's what they say that matters.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly exactly it. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
And it goes also, Agnes, to the thing we said earlier, that the thing that we're really good at,
Yeah.
Thanks, Agnes.
we oughtn't
You're welcome.
be frustrated when they're not as good as we are at it.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to try not to be as annoyed and things like
So
that.
let me add a thought as to why we get annoyed with them. Well, I get annoyed with them because it can make me feel superior.
Yes, there you go. That's
And you want to know something I don't want to give up?
what?
It's the feeling that I'm superior.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate hearing
We
that.
noticed.
Any other commentary? Yes.
Yes. I just want to add in what Shirley said on Facebook. She said she has a definition of love also. Love is being in and with the experience of another. Oh.
Shirley, I can put that on the screen. Can I put that on the screen?
Yeah.
There it is. I have a definition of love. Love is being in and with the experience of another. Yeah. Being present.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Do we have a working, folks who have been here for 305 of these, do we have a working definition of love?
Nope.
Can't have
It's too varied. How can you have a working?
Love is not love until you give it away.
I like that.
Ryan, are you talking about the SOAR?
Yeah, I guess I'm wondering how SAUR fits in with the will to extend oneself for the purpose of nurturing one's own or another's spiritual growth. Does that fit into, okay, see if I can get all these things in one place. I'm going to take this from here. Hold on. Put this here. Add the quote back in. Change the paper. Let's try it. Okay, so if you're new around here, this is how we have defined love. We've also defined love as UPR, an unconditional positive regard. Oh, that's, you can't see the thing I just wrote. That love is unconditional positive regard. And we've also said that love is SAUR. Quiz time. Seeing.
Accepting.
Understanding.
Oh, I'm so proud of the whole everyone. And
Responding. Oh, that.
Would you not also be able to put respecting in that area for love?
Sure.
Not
Judgment?
Well, I think that all fits under understanding.
Yeah.
I could add in accepting.
Respecting and accepting are practically the same.
Okay, so what I want us to do is see, can we... Oh, you can't read where I'm writing. Does this fit in with M. Scott Peck's definition? Love is the will to extend oneself for the purpose of nurturing one's own or another's spiritual growth. That is not an easy phrase to get out.
Yeah.
Does it fit?
No.
So the will to extend oneself for the purpose of, so it's giving. Love is giving. It's the will to give oneself for the purpose of another. Right? I love my children. I give.
There are many valid definitions for love. That's
Right.
just one of them.
Yeah, right.
Right, I agree. That's agree. Yes.
But also accepting of the people's imperfections.
Yes. Different kinds of love. Right.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little.
That it's an action and not just a feeling.
Say that again, Diana. You got muffled.
But it's an action, not just a feeling.
So here's the action part, right? In responding is the action in
and
love.
Extend in text.
To extend out our love.
Extend in
Yeah, I think that's what the M. Scott Peck quote is. It's extending oneself. It's making oneself bigger. I really like the word extend. It's to make oneself. You have to extend as you make something longer, bigger, wider. You extend it, stretch it out. I don't know where that fits in SAUR.
I thank Diana for stressing annoyance in a situation, and that's helped me to understand the problem I have. Because no matter what I say or do or accomplish, she always has something better. I have yet to hear her compliment me on what I've accomplished. So I find that annoying, and I'm going to have to watch that. Thanks, Agnes.
How about giving it space?
Love is giving space. It could be. It could be.
I'm sorry, Diana.
We got you, Craig.
Yeah.
I think extending oneself, giving space. I have to give space to a teenage child. 2 teenage children, but one requires more space than the other. I did find out this week that the further we are from the house, the kinder she seems to be. I don't know what it is. We had a great time at the arts and crafts store. We had just a wonderful time, and then as we got closer and closer to the house, everything I was doing was wrong and annoying.
Teenagers.
Go ahead, Rob, and then John.
Extending can be toward the distant or toward the molecular.
Extending out or extending in small?
Exactly.
I love that, Rob. Thank you. John, then Jack.
I have a few, and I'm sure there are bookshelves of writings with the Dalai Lama. They're all about love.
That's all we talk about.
Over and over and over again. To me, I think, as I listen to the discussion, I think we're bordering on acknowledging that love is almost ineffable. And as the group says, love is like a pineapple, sweet and undefinable.
Thank you, John, for the rhyme. Jack.
Good.
I've always felt that love is that which makes us who we are.
Love. Oh, that fits in also with this, right? So that however we get extended to become who we are, that the universe loved enough to extend itself. I don't know if that works. Never mind. I'm going to take some of that back. I like the idea. Love is what makes us who we are. Let me make a few announcements.
Who we aren't.
Few announcements as I'm looking at the time. Dog, you are going to be a fur rug. Go to your bed. Bed. Don't embarrass me in front of the people.
Too late.
Way too late.
hope I'm not training him that when he barks at the dog. I will figure this out. It might take us a little while. Announcements. Hey, I have this announcement to make. You might know this one. Come into focus.
It's okay not to be okay.
Yeah.
Some of you might need to hear this in your own voice. If you feel like it would be helpful.
Okay, not to be okay.
Everyone who needs this got it? It's okay not to be okay. Seriously. And then on the back side of it, it says this. Just because you've made a mistake or two doesn't mean you've failed. And that works so long as you have 3 boxes still empty for making mistakes. Once you make a mistake or two, you only have 1 more box for the rest of the day. And then I have one new one that... Love them anyway. I think that's an important announcement to make. I'm going to love you anyway. You're an annoying cur. Maria, do you have a list of names of people for whom we would like to add some prayers and thoughts?
I do. These are the people to whom we are sending light and love. Cullen and kids, Patrick, Daryl and Lois, Sheridan H., Aru Lane Hill, Ebony, Beth Carney, Shirley W. and Judy H., Ashley, Allison and Nancy, Irma P. and family, Alex C. and Bob and Sally and Bob B., Rita S. and the Bell family. If there is another person in our community to whom we can offer light and love, please put their name in the chat and I will add them to the list on Facebook. And for the people who aren't named, but who are in our thoughts, we send them light and love as well.
Let's take a minute. Thank you all. And thank you for coming. And also let me make a thanks to all of you who make donations. I'm finishing up the books from 2025. Thank all of you who make donations to help to keep this thing running. Implied there is if you don't make a donation to make these things running, help these things to run, please do so. It is appreciated. I have a quote from Bob.
You know what the trouble with this nice Saturday service is? That it spoiled me from going to I've been trying these other churches, and I just keep sitting there thinking, just shut up and listen to other people talk. You know.
Thank you, Emily, for the compliment. This is definitely a different way of doing a religious service. I just met a minister and he does an online all-inclusive service, and I went to his service and I thought the same thing you're thinking, Emily, which is, why are you talking so much? I just had that quote up a second ago. Here it is. Don't save up love like you're trying to retire on it. Give it away like you're made of it.
I like that.
Very good. Very good.
Definitely like that.
It reminds me John Shelby Spong, when asked, "How should I love?" his answer was wastefully.
Good one.
Mm-hmm.
I have this card that I have been wanting to bring in for a few weeks. Nothing to do with this quote. If I have some broccoli in my teeth, would you tell me?
Yes.
Yeah.
How would you tell me? What would you say?
You have broccoli in
You have broccoli in your teeth.
Right. And I like the way you just said it with a little laugh at the end of it. It's nothing serious.
Discreetly.
Discreetly. Go ahead. Say some more.
A little discreetly.
Okay, so discreetly you take me aside and you say what, Sherry?
Got some broccoli in your teeth.
Yeah, you got some broccoli in your teeth. And there's a little like, hey, it's kind of funny you have a little broccoli in your teeth.
No.
The goal, a goal in trying to make a correction to another person is to say everything as though they have broccoli in their teeth. Somebody says something that's a bit racist. Can you say, hey, the thing you said was just a little bit racist? Can you say it the same way as you could say, hey, you've got some broccoli in your teeth? What you just said was offensive. Can you say that with the same intonation of, hey, what you said was kind of offensive? With just with the lightness to it. It's a hard ask to do. But boy, does it make things easier.
But there is a distinction between those two things, because the broccoli in your teeth is very objective. The thing that offensive is really a judgment on your part. So I think there's kind of a discord between that in that comparison.
It also has to do with how well you know the person.
Of course,
well, there's the added thing too that makes it difficult is that if I tell somebody you've got broccoli in your teeth, they go, "Oh, thank you." Okay, but if I say you just said something racist, no, I didn't. Now
Right.
they're mad, right?
Well,
And
so
what-
that's exactly the example that got me this. This was from somebody who works in race relations. Talked about was the lighter you can make the accusation, the lighter you can make the correction, the easier it's going to be heard. Hey, I don't know if you know this, but what you just said might have seemed a little bit racist.
And then there is also the point, I don't give a shit.
Well, so it's always an option. Go ahead, Ann.
I have a cousin who votes completely opposite to the way I vote and is racist and misogynist, even though she's a woman, and all those things. And I consider it an exercise in caring that I keep a relationship with her. And I found one perfect way. She loves to tell racist jokes to anyone, anybody who'll, aha. And she lives surrounded by people who love racist jokes. So she told me, she said, hey, on the phone one day, hey, I've got a good joke. And she told me, and it was a horrible racist joke.
And
that I was absolutely silent.
Oh.
I did not say anything. And finally she said, oh, I guess you didn't think it was funny. I said, no. She has not told me a racist joke since then.
Well played.
Reactions.
Well played, Ann.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Let me make a standard disclaimer. Just because I said try this thing doesn't mean it's going to work, and it doesn't mean you have to do it. You find a better solution, and please come and share it with the group. I love just treating somebody with silence. Wonderful. We are at our 9 o'clock hour, so I do want to sign off from the people on Facebook. So let's wave goodbye to the Facebook folks.
Bye, Facebook people.
Bye, Facebook. Bye, Facebook
Bye,
people.
Facebook people.